Okay, I'm back. Was having trouble. Race season's over for me. It's just getting too cool. Things are starting to cool down. There's just no races going on around here. So just trying to figure out what kind of content I'm gonna make for the winter. And I come up with it. We're going to change up our whole setup on the car, on the Mustang. We were running nitrous and a fuel injected throttle body setup, everything. And I didn't push it to the limits, but pushed it to the limits of what we have, and I'm not real happy with it. And the system I have, there was one race I lost because I turned everything on and everything was working, but for whatever reason, the system shut my nitrous tune off. I don't know. So I lost a race this year because of that. I'm just tired of it. It's just old and just getting, nothing wrong with it. For beginner, or entry level type of deal getting into this thing, it worked out. It worked good. It's just not feasible for what I want to do. I want a lot more inputs and for more sensors to collect more data. Like I said, I got scales this year, and we weighed the car. We got it pretty even. We're getting down to the fine details and stuff. And I want to go faster. I want more power. And that was the other thing. Nitrous. Nitrous is cheap and good. It's quick. It works good. I like it. I know how to use it. Didn't hurt anything with it the whole time I had it. But it's hard to find around in this part of the country. So I was driving 2-3 hours sometimes just to refill my bottles and stuff. And then this last race we just did, I barely had enough, and nobody was there to refill it. So it was stressful, not knowing whether you're gonna have enough or not. All go through rounds, and we went 5 rounds, and on the last race, and we barely had enough to finish it off. So that was kind of stressful, and I'm just getting tired of that. Plus, I want to go to something more tunable and friendly as far as that goes, and so we're going turbo. So here's the setup, or here's the Mustang. You've probably seen it in some of the other videos where we're doing rear ends and stuff. I cleaned the car up, but you can see the engine bay. Just look how dirty the engine is. It's usually not this dirty. It was a windy day this last race, and it just dirt, and you had to go down a dirt road to get there. So everybody coming in, there was just always dirt around. So I don't know how many passes we got on this engine, but we've been making passes and test passes and races and stuff with this probably for the last 4 or 5 years. So she's hurt. She's running great. She was running great down to the last race this year. But we're going to keep it the way it is. We're just going to introduce a better EFI system and turbo. We're going to go big turbo. I mean, not big, but big for this engine. We're going to go one single turbo and, get away from the nitrous. So we're going to have to do a bunch of different setup. I'm going to go coil on plug too. I was going to do some machine work to the engine, like stroke it out some more, but I had to pick. It's just expensive. All this stuff we've been doing has just been on a budget. You probably heard me talk a lot about the budget, doing everything on a shoestring budget. So I had to pick machine work, which is nothing wrong with the engine. I'm just taking it out, going to freshen it up, re-ring it, re-bearing it, re-ring it for turbo. I don't know what the engine builder had it set up for nitrous, but I'm going to check them all, clean up the engine, just get it ready for turbo. So probably change. The rear end's not beefed up enough for, just gonna kind of walk around here. The rear end, we put I narrowed a 9-inch. I have a video on this channel about narrowing the 9-inch. So that's what we did. We narrowed it, but that's all we did. We didn't really beef it up any. So this winter, I'm gonna take the rear end out and put some bracing on it to beef it up, because I'm expecting a lot more horsepower than what we were with the nitrous. That was the other thing. I used the biggest jets I had and we weren't even done. Like we didn't even reach the potential of what the engine can handle. So I was gonna have to put a second kin on. I didn't want to do that. I'm just gonna go turbo. So, and I didn't have a video for this, but we made this year, the wing. We're just not making enough power for that really to do anything, but once we get the turbo on, that will probably do better, help out better. So we're gonna have to beef up the rear end. So the upcoming content and videos you're gonna see is gonna be us, me and my nephew's helping me out. So you might see him in some videos here soon. He's off going to a football game. So he's not here to help me with this, but I'm gonna get started. We're gonna be getting rid of the old nitrous bottle. Probably gonna have to redo the whole, not the whole electrical system, but the system I'm getting, which I'll unveil that. It's no big deal. People have it. I'm excited about it. So when it gets here, we'll probably do like an unboxing type of deal. Like, this is what we got. This is what we're gonna do. I'm excited about it. It's on its way. I got the text saying it's gonna be here in the middle of this next coming week. So like I said, we're in the latter part of October, coming up the first week of November. So it's just getting too cold to do anything around here. So this is my winter. So what we're doing in the winter. We're gonna get a lot of content of us taking this completely apart. The first thing I'm thinking about doing, just showing you everything we got set up, our nitrous system set up here. Oh yeah, this thing's been through a lot. Like, it's helped me learn and just progressively get better and better and better and faster and faster and faster. So we put her through the ringer. So we developed a little pinhole leak in our radiator. This radiator came out of a Camaro. I mean, we just pieced this thing together. She's going to get an upgrade, and she's going to get taken care of better here. So she's just kind of been pieced together. Now we're going to kind of start doing some fine detail stuff and make her faster and better and sleeker and everything. So, yeah, we got to do radiator because we're leaking a little bit. She's just been through the ringer, like I said. I'm going to try to get a different K-member on here. We'll see. I beefed up the roll cage. We weren't going fast enough yet for it, but I just knew I was going to be going faster, so we beefed up the roll cage in there. So that's good to go. Yeah, and we're gonna do a bunch of stuff. It's gonna be neat. It's gonna be fun. So this winter, this is what you're gonna be following me on. And my nephew, we pulled this Camaro back in for like a third time to start working on it. This is going to be, I acquired this a while ago, just never worked on it, and I was going to build it. He's interested in it. He's getting to that age now where he wants to race and stuff. So he kind of I had a spare seat sitting around. He kind of set a seat in there, tried it out. So we're going to do a bunch of stuff. So you'll probably get to see this, and we're going to have these parked in the other, and this is a Catfish Camaro. We're gonna have these parked over in the other shop. We're gonna move that Camaro, my other nephew's Camaro. We're gonna move it over where this one is at, and we're gonna put the Camaro where that Camaro's at, and the Mustang right next to it. And we're gonna have our engines, and because this engine over here, sitting on the stand in this table, LS platform, we're gonna put it in the Camaro. So we're gonna have everything in there because our heater's over there. It stays pretty cool over in this side shop, but we have the lift over here, so this is why I got this over here. But that's what you'll be following this year, is us working on that and working on this. So it's gonna have a double type of deal, but we'll have a separate setup for the Camaro stuff. So yeah, just let you know what we're gonna be doing, and gonna start off this content in this series with getting the I'll do that transmission. It's leaking a little bit, nothing bad. We hit the drain plug one time. We were in a bad spot, so the angle of the trailer was higher than it should have been. We should have parked somewhere different. So when we went to go pull the car back on, it caught the tail end of the trailer, caught the drain plug and bent it a little bit. So it's not a bad drip. It's just, if you let it sit there a week, you'll have a nice little puddle about the size of I don't know, coffee can. So and it doesn't drip a lot, but we got to fix that. So we got to fix the drain plug on the transmission oil pan. We got to get it better, stronger drive line, stuff like that. We just got to upgrade some stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing. Just giving you a heads up. This is how we're going. It's going to be fun. I'm excited to get everything put on, get her on the dyno, have me and my buddy tune it and get her ready. It's going to be interesting. So let's have some fun. Let's go. Okay, just checking. So here we go. Start from the front. You just see how dirty this thing's never been this dirty. I mean, it's just dirt. Like I said, last race was just dirty. So I don't really like that. And transmission's all dirty. Training cooler line's all dirty. But you can kind of see here that little drip I was talking about on the drain plug for the transmission. There's a Turbo 400. You can kind of maybe see it. See if I can get some light there. It's kind of crooked, like it hit it coming from this way. So we got to fix that. Maybe get a new pan. I don't know. Drive line. I was telling you before. God, dang, I didn't even see how dirty my tranny cooler got. Yeah, before. But anyways, the drive line is just a normal steel drive shaft. Is just, you know, the guy built it. It's not made for high horsepower, but we're gonna get there, so we're gonna have to redo it. It's good. It's not bent. Like I said, we did the rear end. We're not leaking or anything. Just dirty. And like I said, we got our suspension set up and everything on. I like it. We just don't have any back bracing, nothing to strengthen it. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm kind of thinking of the turbo system. I'm thinking about doing E85. We'll see. That's another thing we're doing. But I'm going to set this camera up here, and I'm going to video me getting the transmission and drive shaft out and everything. I'll see if I do any good or how long it takes. I might have to do a speed up, like a little speed thing, but we'll see. So here we go. Let's get into her. Okay. That is, got the transmission out. Made a little bit of a mess. I just realized I'm out of floor dry and shop towels. So now I'm gonna go uptown and get some floor dry, some shop towels, and flies. Get ready to pull the engine. So next part will be when I get back and get my mess cleaned up, and we'll start draining the coolant and getting ready to pull the engine, pull the fenders. We're gonna pull the fenders, the bumper, all that stuff off. And that didn't really take that long. And I guess a little side note, I don't know if you can see it in here, but it's dark, but just headlight off. A little side note, I made that, or I built this to be relatively easy to remove. I just never had, with the idea if I had to do it quick, like in a parking lot or at a track or something, that I could do it with jack stands. And I think on the ground with jack stands it'd be a little bit harder, but that wasn't too bad, really. So my idea on how to build that to where it's easy to remove and stuff worked. So I hope I don't have to do that, but the idea of it and stuff, it worked. So yeah, so when we get back, we'll be removing bumper, fenders, and getting ready to pull the engine. I don't know if I filmed that. Well, if I didn't film it, here we go. I got it off. I just thought I hit the off button and it just started recording, so I don't know. Got the bumper off, got the fenders off, and like I was saying on the other one, if I didn't get it to hold the fenders on, we got 2 bolts here, 2 bolts there, 2 bolts down the rocker panel. That's all it holds the fenders on, is 6 bolts. And then you got 2 bolts here and 2 bolts here for the bumper, and some zip ties down there on the radiator support. So now we're gonna work on getting the radiator support, or radiator drained, get it off, and start working on maybe getting that engine out. So check back in with you when we get some, make some headway. Okay. Okay. So yeah, got the bumper, headlights, got the headers off. I built these, and when I built them, I didn't. There's a couple bolts you can kind of see where I got it. I don't know. I got them in there, but so that was a little hard to get out, but I got them. Got the radiator out. Got the fender standing here. Use my evacuator here to get all the coolant out. So you kind of see the tubular subframe or frame I built for the radiator and support, radiator support, and all the other stuff. So we're getting close. I'm going to get off the throttle body, get all the sensors unhooked, fuel lines unhooked, distributor out, and then I think we'll be ready to pull her out. So go from there. Keep finding extra bolts. Anyway, so yeah, that's what she basically looks like. All tore down. It's kind of crazy, really. I've never seen it this far down, because I kind of built this with the engine, that subframe, that tubular subframe there. Kind of built it with the engine in there and everything, so I've never seen it, this far. It's gonna be interesting when I get the engine out. Probably should have done something different, but I can raise it up high enough to get over this little top radiator support. So we're getting there. Not too bad, not too shabby. So now I'm gonna get it on an engine stand, and then next one we shoot, next video I shoot, it'll probably be us moving this back over to the bay with the engine in front of it and getting everything set up to get it ready for next year. And then it'll probably be that. there's that 3/4 inch. I don't know, at the beginning of that when I was getting ready to take this out, you saw me look around, looking for this. It was sitting right there. Awesome. Yeah, so the other one will be pulling the Mustang and the Camaro over to that bay. And I got another job coming in. I'm going to put in this bay because I got to pull its engine for a customer and go through it this winter too. So it never stops. So here we go.